Voice to make you smile. I'm never far from where you are. No, Full of vibe. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPS. Say dropping jewels on the airways. Keep sitting hunting like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPS. Say dropping jewels on the airways. Keep sitting hunting like every single day. RPS. Yeah, just the RPX where you can sit back and catch a vibe at. But your mind gotta be open like a surgeon with a scalpel. Mixed with the tips that can help with the mental, also the spiritual, and even the physical. The way she break it down, you don't need a visual. Always keep it fair and also critical. Everything is clear, ain't no need for subliminals. Growth is essential. The love is not rental. You might be perplexed, but it's so simple. If you wanna know how you can interact, just hit the IG or the Glock or where it at. So come get involved. It don't even cost. Just hit the DM if you need to talk. So all my good people out here stay blessed and make sure you tune into the RPS. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPS. Stay dropping jewels on the airways. Keep sitting hunting like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPS. Stay dropping jewels on the airways. Keep sitting hunting like every single day. RPS.
Baby, we is locked in. You're tuned into another episode of the X Radio, where you can find us here on Glockaware. And I have my buddy Jay here on the line today. We're doing a Zoom. You know, he's a truck driver. He is no to this particular platform, but this is the first time he is on my show. So welcome, welcome. I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce yourself. And for those that are listening, we are available. Well, actually, we're not available. We're not available live right now. That's the friggin' fact of the matter. Like, we're gonna upload this shit, and everybody will just be where they're at. So, we have another episode. Mr. J, go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
All right. Well, first, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Been tuning in for a while. A lot of energy, a lot of information, knowledge that comes from the channel. So definitely a pleasure to be here. Yes, I'm Jay, aka JTP, aka JT Prodigy, aka Jay Harris, the producer, aka Just Think Positive. So it's a lot of AKAs. I'm a man of many roles, a man of many hats. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you know what? As you should be. Yeah. We got different things to accomplish here in this world. So you can't be one-dimensional. You're not gonna get very far.
Right. Big facts.
Yeah.
So glad to be in the building.
Absolutely. Yeah. You got a lot of like you said, you wear a lot of hats. So you do a lot of different things. Like right now, you on the road, you're a truck driver, you do that, you're a philosopher, you're into the music. We're gonna play some tracks today as well. So yeah, you got a lot going on. What type of information would you specifically like to share with us today? I'm gonna just leave it to you, good brother. I know that's wide open, right?
It's wide open. I mean, it's a good thing I'm an open book, so we can really kind of go anywhere with it.
Yeah, you're a wealth of knowledge, and you know what? You're eloquent. You have knowledge. You have a good vibe. Like I really dig it. So. I already know, like, we can just go ahead and rock out.
Right. Just vibe, you know what I'm saying? We're going to flow. We're going to go with the flow, I'm rocking with you, Rosie.
Let's go. Let's go. Truck driver. Go. Yeah. So tell me about, let's talk a little bit about the music first and foremost. I don't usually have artists on my show. I kind of strayed away from that years ago. Just because there's people that, do music that I'm interested in, but I don't focus on that here because a lot of times it's it's something that, when you're passionate about something, you have to move in that direction. And for me, it was like mental health and elevation and things of that nature. I mean, the music comes into that as a part of it. but it's not my sole focus because I just feel, you get burnt out with that stuff. And on top of it, not everybody's music is positive or enlightening or even has a good vibe to it. We gotta, it gotta have the jig factor.
Bop,
you
they
gotta,
call
yeah,
it.
you gotta get me in the jig because otherwise I'm lost. I'm lost in the sauce. So
Yeah,
so let's
yeah,
talk about the music a little bit. You produce?
definitely. Yes, I actually am a music producer. I'm a music engineer, certified music engineer, producer, singer, songwriter. I play instruments while I was in school and all of that. So I'm very musically inclined. I've
Do
been
you still play
doing it.
musical instruments?
Do I? I dibble and dabble. Like I played horns when I was in school. I actually felt like Nick Cannon when I was in like high school because like the band directors came to my house to audition me. Like I was like that good back then.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more digitally now. You know what I'm saying? And same passion, but just more in like studio vibes and production setup stuff like that. Now.
Right.
So yeah, very multi-verse, very multi-talented. Like I said, I've been doing this since I was 11.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I first started making beats. I got into the artistry later, kind of when I was going to school for music engineering and production. And I mean, you're right. At one point in time, music was like my number one focus and my number one thing, my drive. And I was pretty heavy into it. You could say that I kind of had a foot in the industry door.
Mm-hmm.
I was on Streets 945 in an interview with Lil Bankhead here in Atlanta. Back in 2020, I had about a 250,000 streams on Spotify. I had some tracks playing overseas in the UK and Africa.
Isn't that like
Uh,
cool? That's such a different vibe because
yeah,
Europe and the other countries, they really appreciate music on a different level.
they
Excuse me,
did.
excuse me. Hey, Two, could you please turn on the air conditioner and shut the door? It's getting a bit warm in here and people are being a little disrespectful. So we're gonna turn
Cool it
that
down.
off. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, like the vibe is
Yeah.
so different. And turn the air on if you don't mind. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's a bit muggy because we got that rain coming in. It's humid.
Yes, it is pouring down.
Absolutely. Yeah, but it's a
Hmm.
different vibe. People respect music differently in other countries, and you wonder why that's the case. People can create a following elsewhere
Hmm.
and aren't able to get it here in their hometown or even in the United States. Why do you think that
Facts.
is?
Well, I think it's just music is super saturated here, and it's a very political game. That's part of the reason, like I kind of like really went on my own path, which what led to me having the music that I had today. When you start to kind of work behind the scenes, and I was writing groups, writing with like platinum producers and stuff like that, and you kind of get to see a little bit behind the scenes, and it's like, well, it's not all that it's made up to be. It has its good things, but it also has some other things too. And
Mm-hmm.
the politics is big, And then if you're not promoting a certain type of message or a certain type of music, you're not gonna
Be
you're
in
not
the
gonna get that
popular
attention.
lane.
Yeah,
Right.
it don't matter how good it is. So, I had some things going on within myself internally.
Mm-hmm.
As talented as I was, I really stepped away from it all. I really like went off the grid. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I did a lot of soul searching, and I had some things that I really tapped in with myself. And after going through that journey, and it's a continuous journey, but going through that journey and really coming to a place of enlightenment and being awoken, I now wanted to use my gift and my talent that I used to just do creatively and
Mm-hmm.
give people kind of what they wanted. Now I kind of give music from the heart. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I feel like is
It's
gonna
a personal thing now.
it's a personal thing. It's
Yeah.
heart to heart with the people versus, I'm saying, head to your
Man, it's
head,
hard to hurt with your damn self. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. First,
and then people of
first.
similar minds will, resonate and align to that. Like that's really simply what it is. You are
Right.
making music for yourself, and as an artist, you try to make it for other people because you want other people to jump on what you're doing. But ultimately, it's a creative process that, um, and when you tap in, when you're really tapping in, you're tapping into self. You're doing for
Yeah.
self. So
Right.
music just elevates and becomes a different animal at that point.
Right. Right,
When do
definitely.
you find time to do music when you're on the road, man? Like seriously.
Whenever. Because like I say, at one time it was my driving force of different things like that. And now I really do it for the passion, for the love, and just to enlighten my people. So, it's just a vibe type of thing. I've overcome a lot, and that's where a lot of my music comes from now.
Mm,
Um, Personal situations or even other situations that's relatable to other people that they may be going through. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? Going through the struggle, going through addictions with drugs and what I'm saying, alcohol, or what I'm saying, growing up in the hood or the impoverished neighborhoods, and what I'm saying, coming out and being a product of your environment, and suicide, and all different aspects. I try to encapsulate in the music to like let people know, hey, you're not alone, but also you're talking to somebody that done been there and done did it.
yeah.
So therefore, when I catch a vibe, or a lot of my music, like even some of the songs that you got today,
Mhm.
um, one of them like it's called "Rainy Days," and it was literally a
How
rainy
perfect.
day. Yeah, you checked it out. Okay, okay.
How perfect. It's
So
raining.
we'll get to it, but a short version of the story is it was a rainy day and I had a lot going on. I had some government situations going on. I had bills that need to be paid that I couldn't pay. I had a lot of stuff going on. And at that day, it was literally nothing that I could really do to change my situation. I had did everything that I could do. So I
Hmm.
was like, you know what?
Let it
I'm gonna go
go.
downstairs. I'm gonna go to the studio. I'm gonna let it go, and I'm gonna make this jam. And I did that, and it's just like the words came to me, and it's like even to this day, like right now we say it's raining, like the music speaks to myself, man, speaks to my heart, and it speaks to other people as well because we all can relate to the struggle and trying to make it. So I feel like it can't rain forever. The sun gonna shine at some point. So just keep
Yeah,
your head up until that point. You know what I'm saying? And don't let the storms, consume you. Let it build you, not break you, type shit.
absolutely. And that's a good, important note. You can't
Hmm.
be consumed with the things of life because now you lose focus, and depression
Hmm.
is always there at the door, ready to
Right,
come in. So you have to just let situations play out, but make sure you do what you can to get through them, because as long as you put in your effort, like you said, I've done
hmm
everything that I can. I made the moves I needed to make. And at this point, I just have to sit there with it and then, continue to move forward, because tomorrow
right,
there's going to be another set of challenges, and
right.
if you're already in a mental deficit, you're not
Mm,
going to be able, you're going to never get to that next level, because you're going to either stay in that parking lot, you're going to be complacent because you're stuck, or you're
hmm
going to fall into a depression and then
hmm
end up like on a whole nother path that it's tempting, it's easier, but it's not where you need to go.
Right,
And a lot of people
right.
don't have the strength, and they don't see a way to be able to combat that.
Hmm.
A lot of times it's just our own mind and our energy that gets us to the next place. You have to decide you want something different. You have to make the actions to do something different. But the
Right.
mindset alone is so important, because how
Yeah.
are you gonna, if it's like if you're literally sitting in a parking lot and you're in a car, you got a car. It's not like you don't have a car, you have a car, right? You're
Hmm.
like, well, where am I gonna go?
Right.
And you don't even have the strength to turn the car on and just go explore shit. You just sitting there like, well, I got a car, but I don't know where to go, so I'm stuck, right? Like, dog,
Hmm.
like you have the power to go wherever you want. It may seem impossible at the time, but if you really make the moves to make it happen, and a lot of it is that mindset, that energy, like energy is so important, and it sounds so corny. I know it. I know it does. But it's oh, it's a game
Nah,
changer. It's a game
nah, you
changer.
completely right. I mean, the mind, everything starts with the mind. You think about everything that's in physical creation right now started with an idea. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Even according to some, religious texts, you know what I'm saying? They say that, the creation of even this universe, started with that, with a thought or idea or word spoken. Now that can be debated, but the bigger point is that everything starts with the mind. I even heard a great quote. You may have heard it before. It says that it doesn't matter whether you think you're wrong or whether you think you're right. You're right. You know, no matter you think you're wrong, if you think you're all right, you're right. You know, so whatever your thought process, whatever you're focusing on, that's what your reality is going to look like. You
Yeah.
know, so therefore, we really do have the choice, and we don't realize that we have the power because we are looking through the wrong lens, and we are looking through a lens of emotion, and we're looking
Mhm.
through a lens of the things that's going on around us. You know what I'm
And we're
saying?
not
Versus,
strong enough to make other choices because now we've left
mm,
people behind, right? And those
right,
people were comfortable. They were
right,
comfortable. You know,
right,
it's hard for people to move away from what they're comfortable with. And I
hmm,
understand because it's a lonely journey. But until you
hmm,
find those people that are on your same level, they want to make money, they have better things in store for themselves, like they really
yes,
trying to take you along too.
hmm.
They
But
trying
see,
to take
everybody
you
ain't meant
along,
to
but
go with you.
everybody ain't. Yes, exactly. But that's what you do. You put it out there. All right, the people that are gonna come, they
Hmm.
gonna come. Don't be disappointed or hung up on the motherfuckers that ain't gonna do it though. Like that's where you gotta stop yourself and be like, and I know it's frustrating. You're like,
Hmm.
damn, this person has good qualities. I want to see them do better. But if they don't want
Right.
it for themselves, what you gonna do?
I
You
can't
know, I'm
want
gonna
it. I
grab you by
can't
the
want it
hand and
more for
drag
you
me
than you
there.
want it for yourself. Exactly.
Yeah, I'll help you get to where you want to go, but I'm not gonna let you slow me down.
Exactly.
Energy is real.
It is.
People around you are made of energy as well. So if their vibration
Right.
is lower than your vibration, now they slowing you down. People don't
It's
understand
scientific.
that. It is, yeah, it
Hmm.
is.
Energy is neither created or destroyed. It's simply transferred.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, when we walking in and you dealing with these different type of people, the question is what kind of energy is being transferred? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So therefore, you have to be conscious and aware of who you have around you. That's why, like you said earlier, you have to step away sometime. It is a long, it's a journey. It's a journey for yourself that's it's
Right.
meant for you and
You.
you alone. But you don't have to be lonely because I've learned to value my time alone. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll go back, you know what I'm saying, more enlightened and well rounded and can
Yeah.
interact and impact, you know what I'm saying, the environment
Right.
that I came from. If it's for me to even go back and
Go
impact
back,
that.
right. Sometimes you
You know
don't
what I'm
need to go
saying?
backwards. You don't need to go backwards. You don't need to associate yourself. You don't need
Mhm.
there's levels to the shit, as they say,
Come
and
on.
you have to understand your place. And again,
Right.
it's confusing sometimes, but when
It is.
you know that you are destined for greatness, and a lot of people that you hear a lot of people say, like, I knew I was special. I was destined for greatness. Okay, well, what are you doing with it? Where is it going to manifest that? Where are you going to allow it to manifest that? Where are you going to put the work in? Where are you? Do you even know what the hell you're here for? What are your capabilities? What are your special powers? Like, who are
Mhm.
you? Do you know who you are? Most people don't know who the fuck they are. Like, let's be real. I
Mhm.
knew I always knew as a child, like, I'm special. But I didn't know how I was special. You have to understand and learn and grow and go through those trials and tribulations and figure things out before you really know who you are. And a lot of people say, I know who I am. Okay. And you're comfortable with who you are right now? All right. That's cool. I can respect that. Because I was
Mhm.
comfortable for a long time in a place that I didn't belong.
Yeah.
And
Think
it's
about
that
that.
journey. You gotta start that journey and break away and say, you know what, first and foremost, I deserve X, Y, and Z. Like you said, the mindset, right? We talk about mindset
Right.
quick. People will be quick to say, oh my God, that was so stupid, or I'm so stupid, or oh my God, I made stupid decision. Like, whoa. Like now you putting that label on yourself, right?
Hmm.
Now you're telling
Words
you
are
yourself
powerful.
you're stupid.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? Like you want to be stupid? Like you want to wear that hat? No. But these
Come
are the
on.
words that we use because society just uses those phrases. And
Hmm.
so when you start to be conscious of what you're saying, who you're around, and all that type of stuff, the things you entertain, whether it's even a conversation, things really start to change for you.
Right. Right.
That
Yeah, because
that
you gotta
weird
you're
thing is
feeding your
crazy.
soul.
Yeah.
You're feeding your mind. You know what I'm saying? Every time when you're eating, that's not the only time. When you're putting food in your
Feeding
mouth, that's not the
yourself.
only time that you're eating. You
Hmm.
eat with your eyes. You eat with your ears. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You eat with your nose. You eat with your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You eat with your hands. What are you taking in? Like you said, what kind of people do you have around you? What kind of conversations are you entertaining? Because these
Hmm.
very things, you know what I'm saying, are in your experiences is what's shaping your mindset. So what we
Hmm.
have to do is get into a position where we are in the driver's seat controlling, you know what I'm saying, and at the gate, you know what I'm saying, controlling what comes in and what comes and what goes out, you
Yeah,
know, because that is going to our mentality is going to shape our reality, if that makes sense,
it
you
does.
know, because what as above, so below, as within, so without. You know, so therefore, if you want to change, you know what I'm saying, what's out, you know what I'm saying, you got to go within, you know,
Within.
what's below, you got to go, you know what I'm saying, above,
Yeah.
you know. So we got to get to the root cause analysis of why is my life this way. Like you say, are you really happy? Are you really content? You know, so are you really,
Do
good?
you have the
And the
thing
thing
you really
about with the
want? Like,
comfortable word,
yeah, are you
right,
not just content? Like, you have achieved the things that you want to achieve? Most people, the answer
right,
is no.
right. And the next thing you would ask is, well, then why? And what's holding
Yeah.
you
What's
back? And
stopping you?
what's
Or what
why
is,
do I feel this
mm-hmm,
way? Why do I operate this way? Why do I think this? Why do I see life to? These are questions that you have to ask yourself, and
mm-hmm.
you can lie to yourself, but that doesn't make any sense.
It
That's not
doesn't,
going to
but
get
people
you any
do it.
further. They do.
They
They
do it
do.
all the time because it's easier.
It's what comfortable.
Yeah.
You know? When
Comfortable,
I, when
exactly.
I'm comfortable, it's like yeah, it just feels so good. I know the remote is right there, but I just
Yeah,
don't want
it's
to get
true.
up.
I'm just gonna watch this channel for 3 more hours because I don't feel
Yeah.
like reaching over and getting that remote.
When
Yeah,
you're
people do it.
comfortable, you don't move. So that's why like sometimes the universe makes us uncomfortable, and what we have to learn is be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well,
People like,
listen.
huh?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I
It's
don't want to
the
be uncomfortable,
unexpected.
no, because once you change your perspective, once you learn that this uncomfortability is not about your comfort, about being comfortable, it's about pushing you into the direction and into the place that you're supposed to go.
Right.
I'm grateful for every challenging situation that I had. You know what I'm saying? For me to be the man that I am and have the
Yeah.
mindset and the knowledge and perspective and different things, wisdom that I have obtained, it took for me to go through some pain. It took for me
Hmm.
to go through some struggles. It took for me to go through some unpleasant shit. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm grateful for all that shit
Yeah.
because it built
I'm
me.
who I
You know what
am
I'm
now because
saying?
of it. Yeah.
I'm stronger. I'm wiser. You know what I'm saying? I'm going harder than ever before. So now, not only am I grateful for the former things that wasn't as comfortable or as pleasant, but as I encounter new situations that may be challenging, in my mindset, I know that there is a lesson for me to learn in this, and this is only another strength builder, mind builder, spirit builder, some
Yeah.
kind of builder. And so therefore I'm already seeing the beauty in the pain. And I'm like, it's like a workout. We just gonna
Yeah,
go
yeah,
get it
yeah.
in.
When it
We're gonna
hurts
get
when you
the
work
reps there,
out, but
baby.
you know it
You
feels
know?
good too. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a different
Mm-hmm.
kind of pain because you
Beauty in the
know
pain.
that you are going in the right direction and it's hard. It's a challenge for you because you've been complacent this whole time and you've been doing shit that you've already mastered like 20 years ago for real.
Right.
Right? I'm living in the complacency parking lot
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just running the same friggin' plays over and over again with new people. I'm not doing anything different. Where are you gonna really go? If I say, hey, I gotta wait for you to make money, most people are gonna say, yeah, wow, let's do it. And then how far do they get on that path? There's a lot of people that just walk away. They don't even entertain it. It has become too hard, but they literally have it at their fingertips. But they can't get past their stuck parking lot self to go get it. Or they look at it, I could be making this big bag over here, but I'm cool making this little bag because it's more fun. I'm having
Mm-hmm.
fun right now. Like what? Like there's a time for fun, but then on top of it, what do you constitute as fun? Because I could be going to dip my feet in the sand in the Bahamas, and your fun is sitting on a stoop in North Philly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that's cool. I can respect where you're at, But on the same note, there's so much more.
It's not gonna be fun forever. You'll be on you say fun is a cruise ship. Go and hop on a cruise ship. That's cool. Stay there a day, a week, a month, a year, 2 years, 10 years. After a while, it's not gonna be so much fun. You done seen it, did
I
it.
like that analogy because on a
Yeah,
cruise ship, you're stuck.
yeah.
Is the helicopter coming to rescue you or you swimming to shore? Because either way, you're on that fucking ship that you chose to get on.
Mhm.
And although it, like you said, it's fun. Yeah, we got the casino, we got the unlimited drink package, we're gonna eat 24 hours. We can go to the buffet and eat 24 hours. There's dining and dancing and whatever else is on these friggin' things, right? But at the
Mhm.
end of the day, like, okay, it's gonna get played out, right? Now you
Right,
want to go do
exactly.
something else. Now I've been here 10 fucking years. I'm on this cruise ship. Yeah, it's super great. But I've
Yeah.
been here for 10 years. Like I've done it all. I've looked at it and I can't get off this ship. That was supposed to be such a pleasurable experience.
That was a good quote that I heard a long time ago, and it said, "Ships are supposed to take you places. Ships are supposed to take you places."
Relationships.
So, relation. There you go,
All the
my
ships.
sister.
Yeah,
You
go
with
ahead. Go ahead, Jay.
relationship, partnership. You know what I'm saying? Any kind of ship that you can think about is supposed to take you places, and if that ship is not taking you places, they say abandon ship.
Yeah.
You know.
Friendship,
So,
partnership,
friendship. Yep.
relationship, any type of ship. If that ship ain't
Hmm.
sailing, you got to fucking depart.
Got to go.
It's time to go.
Got to go. Got to go.
Oh man.
Sitting right here.
Yeah,
Yes.
complacency mindset. Oh man,
Yes.
people get stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
tell
the thing.
me,
You got to know where you're going. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so talking about, getting around and doing all that kind of stuff. How do you get into just curiosity, truck driving?
Well, it's funny because I never thought I would be driving trucks. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
neither. Yeah, I hear you.
uh,
I hear you.
I I'll be honest. It came from me once again. Um, like you said, you'll get to a point if you want to have fun. Go ahead, have your fun. But remember, you don't get tired after a while. And
Hmm.
what I mean metaphorically, what I'm saying is that after doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same type of results, one is going to start to weigh on you. Insanity. That's the definition.
Yeah,
Okay.
doing the
And
same
you can get
thing
tired of
over and
that.
over without getting any different results. You're doing the same thing. Yes, insane.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you're gonna get tired of that. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna start to weigh on you. Saying
Hmm.
that weight is either gonna break you
Make you.
down until you all the way out, or it's gonna you gonna get up and say, I gotta do something about it. Okay. So that was really what happened with me. Like I said, I was doing great with my music. You know what I'm saying? I had this big smile on my face. We in the clubs, we in the VIPs, we eating
Hmm.
wings. I'm on the radio station. I'm talking to people overseas and everything good, Gucci, Gucci.
Right.
But behind closed door, I'm miserable. I'm
Yeah.
empty inside. I had so many demons. I was like, oh man,
Something
nobody
got to
knew.
change. Right.
Nobody knew what I was really going through. And I walked away from it all. And I was like, what I'm saying? Like, what really is all this? Like, what is the purpose of all this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
all them questions we was asking earlier, I did that for myself. And I literally, we talked about you got to be careful about the words that you use and what you're speaking on your life and on yourself. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? They hold power and you attract that. When you put that out there, you're attracting that to yourself. You say you're stupid, you know what I'm saying? You're attracting ignorance and stupidity to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And stupid people. Okay? So therefore, what I did when I started to really understand things and do my research, I had this composition book and I wrote a letter to my future self. This was a few years ago now, and I wrote where I wanted to be, what I wanted to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I was just pretty much I want to have a good relationship with my son. I want to be making money. I want to have a good job. I want to have a good place. I want to be stable, have good credit. Da 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 da. Right? I wrote all of that down. Now, mind you, at the time, I was in a place where I was pretty much homeless. Well, just about. I wasn't actually homeless, but pretty close to it. I
You
was
wasn't
paying to
far
live out
from
of
it,
my car.
right? Yeah, you had to
Yeah, I
make some
wasn't far
moves.
from it.
Now's the time.
Yeah, I was preparing, you know, to live out my car. I didn't have a job. You know what I'm saying? I had been laid off of a job that I had worked 16 years, half of my life at that time. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I literally had nothing, you know what I'm saying, but myself. And it was me, myself, and rock bottom. And I didn't know how it was going to get done, but I just said this was the place I was going to be. And then after doing some job hunting or whatever else like that, I remember my brother, he's been driving trucks for like 8 years. My uncle used to own his company. They always used to tell me, hey, Jake, man, you need to come out on the road, man. It's good money, man. You'll
Right.
love it. Like, nah, bump all that. I ain't
So
driving no
what? A
big
truck
trucks,
driver?
man.
See, that's a lot of responsibility. I don't know.
Yeah,
You talked yourself right out of
yeah.
it, right? You're like,
I
I don't
did.
know.
I'm joints big as hell. You talking about riding up the mountain and looking down and seeing the wood off the cliff and all, nah,
Right.
heck
He's
no.
like,
Not me.
mm.
But you know, nah, I thought about it and it was like I guess I was in a different time. I had no more excuses. I had nothing to lose. And so
Yeah.
why not? And it was like literally one of the greatest decisions that I made. And I love it because it also after I had shortly a few months after I really tapped into my consciousness and like truly woken up. I had been waking up for years but just didn't realize
In
it.
in
But my eyes
increments.
was open in
Yeah.
increments. You know what I'm saying? It
Increments, and
was
you
slowly
still
building.
allow the
Yeah.
bullshit because you weren't, like that flower they talk about, the lotus, it slowly
Mm,
opens up, and it took you a while to get to that full
blossom.
bloom. Yeah, the full bloom.
Mm,
And at the end of the day, yeah, I get it, like you
yeah.
saw stuff and you were aware of
Mm.
it, but you still were slow to make change because you weren't fully understanding the benefit yet. Hmm.
And then all the distractions and different things that
Yeah.
surround you. You know what I'm saying? It was too many. It was too much noise. You
Parking lot
see,
vibes.
as that.
They were
Hey,
they were
look,
they were what
parking
do they
lot
call
pimp in
it?
full
What
effect.
the
You
frick they
feel
call
me?
it? They were tailgating. You was at the tailgate party.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going nowhere. We staying
Yeah,
right here.
right.
And but it takes for that, you know what I'm saying, to put the gas in the tank and, you know what I'm saying, take off and go for a ride, you know what I'm saying, and like, wow, okay. And now you get into that space and it really took me to well, I say when I'm out here on the road, I'm in Conscious University, Trucker Conscious University, TCU, you know what I'm saying?
I like
You
it.
know, I'm learning, I'm looking up, I'm listening to philosophical videos, I'm listening to science, I'm listening to spirituality, I'm listening to ancient, you know what I'm saying, religions and traditions and cultures and
Understand.
whatever else, just
Yeah,
knowledge,
yeah.
gaining myself, you know what I'm saying? Learned a lot about myself. I've grown so much and I'm in a good place and I'm always striving to be better. But now I just strive to really get that back, you know what I'm saying? To help people that's along that same journey,
Yeah.
whoever want it. Because
You
I
need
ain't gonna
that
waste my energy.
solitude. Like I always say, it's a lonely journey, and you need to
Hmm.
separate yourself at some point and understand, at least, if not physically, mentally.
Yeah,
And for you, I guess you needed that solitude.
yeah, I did. I did. That's why meditation is important as well because it's a good art and practice of quieting the noise and focusing, you know what I'm saying, and drowning out everything around you, you know what I'm saying, to tap into what you're really trying to tap into.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times it's simply that, you know, who you got in your ear, what programs you watching and stuff. I'm not saying you can't be entertained, but be conscious of what, you know what I'm
Where it
saying, you're being
places in your
entertained
life.
by.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We a lot of
certain
times,
people.
we're conditioned or pre-programmed. That's the whole thing. We
Mhm.
are conditioned and pre-programmed. Everybody. I'm just gonna start.
Yeah,
We are as children. The schools, our parents, everything
yes,
is put in front of us. It's
right,
we are a blank slate, and when we come out, you know what I'm saying. So everything
right.
has conditioned us, but you have to get to the point where you want to make change. You have to understand what it is that's going on, all this cool ass shit, right? And then like
Hmm.
do that. You got to make those changes. You got to that change that mindset, and that solitude just solidifies it. Like, wow, look at all of
Yeah,
this. Look at all of this right here. I could
yeah.
have had this doing that. It
Hmm.
wasn't for you when you were doing that. It's always been for you, but who was blocking you? You.
Yeah. You, yes, yes. Say it again.
The only one stopping you is you. I
Say it
tell
again
people
for the
that all
people
the
in the back.
time. Yeah, one more time. One more time. Take
One
it to
more
church
time.
now.
Can I get an
Yes.
amen? Oh, hallelujah.
Yes.
Well, pass the plate around.
Oh my goodness. Listen, yeah, you want to donate to the Fund of Rose, please.
Come on now.
Cash App is wide open.
Right, right.
But yeah,
Step in, step in.
seriously though, like
Yes,
it's a game changer when you get to that point, and it's frustrating to see other people not see the value in elevation. And of course, on their own level, they think they are elevated, but it's not your journey for them. Their journey is not yours, and whatever else. You just gotta accept that some folks are not on the same path as you, and be able to
yes,
be strong enough. That's where this is important, to be strong enough, because it's easy to be weak. It's hard to be strong. That's why people don't do it.
yes. I mean,
And
I think Dick Gregory said it best when he said that with these glasses, you know what I'm saying, when you put these glasses on, one, you're gonna see the world for what it is. You know what I'm saying, not for what they tell you that it's gonna be. You can never take them off, and you can't and you don't force it on nobody, you
exactly.
know. Because sometimes when we trying to out of passion and compassion for other people and wanting them to be at a place and experience life how we are experiencing life in a great place,
Yeah.
sometimes we are infringing on
Exactly.
their journey.
Yeah. They got
Some
their
things
own
that
lessons to learn.
I had to go through so that I can understand. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? But me trying to force it, no, you don't do that. You know the ones that want it, and when they want it, they're ready. And the thing about it, you said something that's really go. If y'all don't take anything away, you are your biggest obstacle.
Yeah.
There is no competition but yourself. The
So.
biggest wars that you will ever fight is yourself. It will happen within you. It's a civil war because that is you. Once you have conquered that, you know what I'm saying, we conquer the world. If
Mm-hmm.
everybody focus on themselves, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, that's it. That's how we change the world, by changing you.
Mm-hmm.
And by you, I mean yourself. By me changing me, by Rose changing herself and continuing the IPF, and then sharing that knowledge amongst each other so that we all can do the same.
Now we unite
That
like
we truly
Voltron, you
unplug.
know?
Yeah. Unified mind, collective
Yes.
consciousness. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I ain't gonna get to preaching on them. I
Yeah.
ain't.
He
Hey,
just went
look.
in the zone.
Come
It's
on
true,
now, we
man.
scratching the surface over here, man. This
Yeah.
rabbit hole run deep. You know what I'm saying? We just giving the gems. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. It's
So,
true. But
those
the
who know, they
journey
know.
is within you, bars. But it's true. It's true. You got to start
Hmm.
somewhere, and it's with you. It's not other people. How do you affect the situation? How do your interaction with people affect their lives? A lot of people run out here and impose themselves in negative ways with their energetic exchanges.
Right.
You ever sit in a room and everyone's quiet and then somebody comes in, oh my God, you believe what happened today, blah, 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 and they ram. They just ram. Like, yo, you just changed the whole freaking energy in here, man.
Hmm.
Like we was cool and now you just brought your goofy shit in, and I gotta wipe myself off now because that shit's trying to get on me and I'm not taking it with me. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like sometimes I'll just put my headphones on. Okay, now I went boop. I just
Hmm.
went somewhere else.
You got to deflect. You got to repel. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got to have our energy up. You
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because once again, if y'all don't understand, see, there's so many ways to break all this stuff down because it's parallels. Once again, scientifically, positive attracts positive, negative, know what I'm saying, attracts negative, know what I'm saying? They were they positive and negative, know what I'm saying, and negative and positive. So therefore, if you're in a situation when you bring that positive energy, know what I'm saying, into the room, know what I'm saying, you're actually gonna attract these motherfuckers too and cancel out that negative energy. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the same way opposite, know what I'm saying, if you're not strong enough, know what I'm saying, that negative energy is gonna come inside the room and cancel out your positive. You
Yeah.
see?
People people prey on that.
Yeah.
There's energy vampires, there's people that look for those weak people so they can monopolize because it makes their ego big. It makes them feel strong and powerful and a leader, right?
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Funny.
Yeah, they stuck on your energy and they don't even realize because the thing about it, they're not in the driver's seat of their own mind. If you
Right.
remember the movie The Matrix, There was just random people, the truck driver, the old lady. Remember the lady in the red dress? Neo saw her. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? He said, I bet you was looking at the lady in the red dress, right? Like, yeah. Look again. Damn, Agent Smith.
Right,
So
right.
therefore, any one of us that is not in control of our mind can be used as a vessel. You know what I'm
Vessel.
saying? They will use these people as a vessel to get to us, to lower our frequency, to lower our vibration, and to bring us down. So
Hmm.
therefore, that's why we have to keep our energy high. How do we do that? You know what I'm saying? Knowing what's really going on, being in the driver's seat, not being in these lower vibrational places, because as long as you high, these lower vibrational places can't fuck with you. They can't jump on you. They don't want to because they can't. They can't.
They
You ever
can't.
walk into
Yeah.
a room and somebody in there, or people just act like you just walked in there smelling like shit? They like that. You don't never seen them.
Ah,
Don't know.
yeah.
Mm.
No.
Like they about to throw up or some
Yeah.
shit. Walk up to the cash register, the cashier just as nasty as she can be. 12.999. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck is the attitude for?
Right,
It's
right.
not you. It's not personal. They don't know you. Their energy is so low and vibrational.
Yeah.
They not even conscious of it. And your energy is so high. You know what I'm saying? It is literally shaking their whole world. It's like an earthquake. They
Yeah,
can't
right.
contain it. You're disturbing their
Their
peace, which
peace.
is not real peace. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But you're disturbing, you know what I'm saying, that entity. And so what happens is that's why they say kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
I drop that positive energy when they got no action. Like, you have a nice day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Like, let
Dollar
me
food.
smear the peanut butter on extra thick. Oh, thank you so
Yeah.
much. I really appreciate your time
You know
today.
what? Here's a tip. You know what I'm saying? You ever want to say, don't work too hard? No. They're like, what the hell? I
Right.
just, like, I don't even know how to respond to you. What is this? What's going on? They're
And then
confused.
they'll be like, "Did you see that happy ass guy? That happy ass motherfucker?" Like, damn, like, all right,
And then
cool.
somebody else is watching you as well. Like, damn, hey man, how you just,
Handle that. Like,
shorty, you ain't gonna cuss
does it
out, you ain't
doesn't
gonna do
it
this.
doesn't
You like,
affect
nah,
me, and I
bro,
know it's
it's
not
bigger
my
than that.
problem.
Right. I'm not about to give you my energy. I'm not about to, no, I can't do that.
Hmm.
We got to be conscious of that, people. Be
Hmm.
conscious.
Energy
Be
marauders.
aware. Yeah. Look out for 'em.
Ooh, ooh. Damn, Jay.
I'm loving this. Mhm. Hot.
Hey.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
We don't love that,
Yeah,
but
we
I'm
don't
loving
love
this.
that, but
I'm
yeah,
loving this though. Like, we're getting
absolutely.
a whole
Good
meal over here.
conversation. Good
Hmm.
conversation. So,
Yes.
about mindfulness, we talked about your music, we talked about, leveling up, we talked about driving trucks. What else we got, man?
What do we got? Like I say, man, it's all about you. It's all about the journey. Really tapping into yourself. That's the biggest thing that I can leave is like just I leveled up. I really am. I'm not a flossy flexy person or whatever else like that. But when I tell you that I'm really in a good place, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, healthy, any the Lee,
10
LY,
out of
Y
ten.
family,
You winning.
we good and striving for better. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But it takes for you to really ask yourself the hard questions. You know what I'm saying? Do the necessary shadow work. If you don't know what that means, that just simply means examine yourself. What we say soul searching,
Hmm.
everybody knows that term, but what are you looking for? And bigger on that is when you find it, what are you going to do with it, with what you
Right.
find? you
Right.
know
How are you
so
gonna
don't just
make
go
it
soul
happen?
search. You see it, you know it's been there, it's been sitting there the whole time, but you haven't done anything about it. As my sister said, you know what I'm saying, you're sitting in that car, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't went nowhere. And like she said earlier, like you said earlier in the broadcast, like, you know everybody say what they want. You
Preach
want a
on
million
about it.
dollars yeah, I want $1 million. Okay, all right, you know what I'm saying, you willing to do the work it take to do get $1 million? Oh yeah, I'll do anything. I'll work. I'll do it. Da, da, da. All right, so next tomorrow I'm gonna need you to meet me at 3 a.m. where I need you to have a
I
binder. I
ain't
need you to
doing
have
that
this,
shit.
and I'm
You
like, huh?
crazy, Jay. You crazy.
Well,
I ain't getting up
see,
at no 3 a.m. We gotta work hard like that. Oh, nah, I'm cool.
wait, I
Figure
thought
it
you said
out
you want a
another way.
million.
You want a
I thought
million,
you said,
right? I just said it to
yeah, I
somebody.
do, but
I don't want to do it that way though. I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it my way. Okay, so what's your way? What's your plan? What's your execution? I just had this conversation with somebody last week, right? I said, "Hey, yo,
Yes.
you wanna go on the journey?" Yeah, I want to go on the journey. Yeah, I want to go on the journey. Yeah, hell yeah! Like it's time to get out the streets, right? Let's go on this journey. I said, you can gross $1 million in a year. You just need $3,000 a day. If you got a nice, well-oiled machine, you can make that happen. That's doable.
$3,000 a day.
They said
it's a lot of money.
It's not. That wasn't even it. It got even crazier, bro. Who said, "Yeah, well, what are my liabilities?" I said, for real, after everything, there's no liability. I said, everything is a come up. You ready to go to work? Oh, well, a whole laundry list of shit, right? You'd rather go make that money tax-free in the street and risk your life doing it instead of doing something else that may be scary to you, but has a almost guaranteed, I'm going to say it has a guaranteed rate of return. I'm not saying like the limitation is you, right? If you're willing to go make that happen, it's doable. The only one stopping you is you.
Yep.
But there's people like that say, no, I'm good. Like you said, I got to get up at 3 a.m. I got to get up at 3 a.m. Oh man, that's not really my thing. Cause I'm just not even going to bed at 3 a.m. So why would I want to get up at 3 a.m. like to make this money? Okay, but it's a temporary sacrifice. You not built that way? Okay, well, that's okay. Conductor, next stop, please. You know what I mean? Like,
keeping on moving.
This conversation's over. I'm not going to try to convince you.
Nope.
That's your journey, Okay, cool.
And we learned that, you know what I'm saying? I can't want it more for you than you want it for yourself. I will help you, I got you, but you
gotta want to do that shit.
And that's the problem.
And like sincerely want to do it and make the changes.
Anything good requires sacrifice. You don't come across it easy. And if you come across it easy, as quick as it comes, it will be as quick as it goes.
Right out the door.
Why? Because it has no value. People find pennies on the ground all the time. Why? They ain't got no value. How often you find $100 bill on the ground? Well, never.
Yeah,
it's
not
valuable.
too often.
You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have to put in some work.
And then on top of it, you telling your homie to step on it and pick it up. Not even just confidently pick that up. That's mine. You know what I'm saying? That ain't yours. You know it's not yours. You'll step on that. I'm about to pick that up. You gotta do the shiesty.
Right. And that's what they do because they don't want to. Once again, they don't want to put in the work. So you don't work hard and you got it. So now, well, he got it. So I'm gonna just take it from him. Why I could do all of that when I could just take it? Once again, quick as it come, quick as it go. Because you don't think he gonna come for his, or somebody will. You know what I'm saying?
Or that's not gonna affect you in another way. And furthermore, like let's talk about real quick those that PUA money and all that stuff, right? Coming up. Come up. Okay, what are you gonna do with it? You just gonna go to Miami and ball out? You're gonna pay some bills and live your best life, but you didn't think about investing it so you could make more money? Because that was an opportunity, right?
It was.
But you got a poor mindset.
But like it's the mindset. We have made it full circle.
Yes, sir.
The mindset, you can't escape it because see, had he took that same money, invested into a legit business, flip that money. Now when they come back for that, like, oh well, you took out 50,000. There you go. And we good over here. But no, instead, what you did, and this is a real story, this is a true story, you went up here, ran up about $1 million worth for PPP, the SBA, all the other whatever loans. Went, like you say, went to Miami, did all these trips, but then you want to get your like, music career started, so you gonna make a song and a music video with all the PPP checks
And you didn't even have a marketing budget, so you didn't go nowhere. You just made the shit and it's sitting there, right?
the shit
How
with the
professional for
envelope
you.
and the little things in the video, and the FBI folks, the CIA or whoever, watched it and came and snatched your little ass up. You made a million and got away with it, but you got caught only because you made a video
Real
about what you
story,
did.
right? Yeah.
Tell it, snitching on yourself. Boy.
On yourself. They can't help it because that's their ego. They're excited because they got a poor mindset. Look at me, Flexiano. I'm doing it. Big time, right? But then what? Where did that, you put yourself where? Oh, all right. Cool. That was a good decision. Guess you got to work on that.
But see, that's the thing. The universe is going to continue. You say what you want, and it's going to bring it to you.
It's going to bring it to you.
But it's not.
You never know when it's going to bring it to you.
Not the way that you always want or expect.
Yeah.
You ask for strength. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have obstacles that's going to make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? You know, you wonder why. No, I just said I wanted $1 million. Okay, you're going to have a lot of things that's going to build you to force you to use what you got. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't manage the little that you got, you definitely won't be able to manage these millions when they come in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's preparing you, and therefore, and it's okay. Yeah, we sometimes we fail. We want to fail a lot, but this is a different perspective or way of looking at it. I say that you never have to take an L in life. The only L that I take is lessons. Okay.
Yeah, I like
you
that.
either win or you learn.
Yeah.
You lose when you don't learn.
Right. Yes.
That's the only time you lose. When you don't catch the lesson, that's when you lose because you're gonna do the same thing over. And you didn't get it the first time.
And then get
over.
Now you
gonna
asked
keep bringing it
out.
back to
Why?
you.
Because you made bad decisions, duh. I want you to have a rich mindset, folks.
Yeah.
It'll get you further because otherwise you just tripping on your shoes. So tie your laces up.
Strap up. You're right. Get tight. Your mind right.
Get your mind right. That's really what it comes down to. It comes down to accountability with self, decisions, your mindset. You know, these are all things that we can control. I know it's not easy, especially when you're just starting to figure it out. It's not easy. It's hard because you fighting your old self. Your new self is fighting your old self. And then on top of it, like you mentioned, the people around you, you know, that's when they start doing the, oh, you funny, you act funny, oh, you different now. Or, but you know what? Damn, I hope so. Because I've been working on myself. So
Come on.
I hope this hell I've changed. Like, all that
Thank
for nothing.
you. I appreciate that. Oh, man, I was starting to get worried.
I was worried that
I thought it was the same.
Working.
Jeez. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, so it's a journey, you know, and it's
Definitely.
everything around us generally will deter us from reaching greatness. And greatness is reached in many different ways. So I mean, even if your goal is to make that $1 million and you haven't made it yet, as long as you're making those steps to get towards where you want to go, you still working. And that's what is important. You're putting the effort forth to become a better person. And when you're in alignment and your vibrations are high and everything's in a good place, everything will come to you. Best believe it. I know it sounds crazy, but it'll come to you in people, places, things. You attract it, like you mentioned with, you know, energy exchange, magnets. You'll attract it. So let the past go, folks. I know it's hard.
Let it go.
Let it go.
That's just taking a room for that joy and that love and that peace. You know, you can feel good every day.
Yeah. It's
every day.
Every day.
You know, you never have to have a bad day.
It's a choice.
Even when you have a bad day.
It's a choice. What I learned from today. Well, that didn't go quite how I expected, but that's cool because I learned X, Y, and Z and I took it on the chin and kept it moving. Not like, oh, woe is me. Boo-hoo, I had a bad day. Oh my God, everybody, my day has been crappy. Blah, 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 blah. What?
Right.
Take control of that shit, folks. Take control of it. Now what are you doing? Your mindset is different. You can handle those challenges differently. They affect you differently.
Yeah, you're in control.
You're in control. Yeah.
Yes.
Take back your power.
Please.
That's the message. That was the main message today, folks.
Take back your power. Love it.
Yes. Jay, it's been awesome talking to you, man. And I'm guessing that you might have pulled into somewhere around here since you ain't driving no more. You want to pause for a minute, so you know.
I mean, I had to, once again, what I told you, you had to settle everything down. I ain't have all these distractions and everything going on. Get to where we need to be, do what we need to do, and push it on up a little further. You feel me?
I appreciate your time and effort and conversation. It was all positive and good vibes, and I hope the folks watching this episode will take something from it, because that's the goal of X Radio and everything. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes, absolutely. So folks, get it right. I know it's hard. And I say this just about every show. Like, I encourage you. And it's not easy. And it's gonna be a journey of discomfort. But it's well worth the effort. Well worth the effort. We're gonna play some of your tracks on the way out, but I want to thank you so much for your time, effort, energy, and words of wisdom, brother. And I'll definitely see you later.
Most
glad
definitely.
that you were able to make it.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Definitely gotta do this again.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. Took, if you could play a couple of these tracks on the way out, that would be awesome. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to another episode of the X Radio. You can follow me on social media at THERPX and go to my website at rosieporter.com. Of course, we're doing big things. So I encourage you to take part in the opportunity. Go ahead and if you really want to change some things in your life and get some perspective of what's going on, I'm not the guru, but I will help you put things on paper and really see where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So you can get a good what the temperature is. You can get the temperature. You can get the temperature and really find a way to make it work for you, because everybody's journey is different, right? We have different likes and dislikes and comfort zones, and you're gonna be pushed. You're gonna be pushed to do things that are uncomfortable, because that's the only way you grow, right? So make sure, if that's something that you're interested in, let's have that conversation. Let's have that conversation of, physical and mental and financial wellness, and get you on the right path. So check me out at rosieporter.com. And of course, just be positive, change that mindset and go in the right direction. Follow Jay. What's your Instagram, Jay?
Y'all can follow me at Woke Life Media, WOKELIFEMEDIA. Or you can, or you could follow me on TikTok as well, at JT Prodigy, JTPRODIGY. We have some music coming there, new sounds. These two songs that Rosie's gonna play, two never before heard tracks from JTP, like never before. Heartfelt, heart to heart, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got more on the way. So this is actually an exclusive right here. You know what I'm saying? Never been played nowhere. So, and it's a totally different vibe from old JTP that y'all used to know. So, for those who didn't know, yeah, yes, I have changed. So, yeah, it won't be the ass shaking twerk body. That
Not
today. It's gonna be different. Not today.
Not today. That's for later. Yeah. You gotta have some of that in your life sometimes too.
But, no, don't get me wrong. It still got some bop. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some bop. These two they're laid back, you know what I'm saying? Since some heart to hearts, but I still got some bop. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put some in your head, throw in your heart at the same time, you know what I'm saying? And you might still want to shake your ass, and that's fine, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you gonna learn something at the same time.
Yeah,
so,
if it got the jiggy bop factor, like what you think, right? All right. If you can play those and we're out. Thanks for tuning into the X Radio this week.
Yes. Peace.